Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video, and today I wanted to really touch base on, a message that I received today, and that was having hope, in the wilderness. And I know that one of the things that the pastor was talking about in having hope, is that sometimes when we go through things and we're dealing with people in cycles, we feel like God is not present in that situation. And we feel like he's, left us to deal with a lot of these battles that we face alone. But what we don't realize is God is present in everything that it is that we are going through. You know what I'm saying? He's present there in your moment and in your time of vulnerability, of need, your time of desperation, of doubt. He's there, and he's there to really provide that sense of comfort for you, in the midst of what you're going through, so that you can still yet be able to sustain yourself and keep going, because that's ultimately, why God is present in a lot of situations that you go through, but he doesn't snatch you up out of it right then and there. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you're going through these situations, and even though he's present, he may not deliver you at the time that you want to be delivered. He may not snatch you out of that situation at the time you want to be snatched out. You may not even understand all the plots and plans and tricks and schemes that's going on around you, and it's not for you to really understand and know everything, but it's for you to know that you will make it through and that you will get through. You understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of times, even though he's present, he may not snatch you out of that situation right then and there, but that's part of your path. That's part of your purpose, is your perseverance. You get what I'm saying? And these people know that they've played a major part in the delays that you've experienced in your life, the betrayals that you've experienced in your life, the damage that they've done to your spirit, to your soul, the damage that they've done to your finances, the damage and the blockages and the restrictions and all kinds of things that these low vibrational, unmotivated, immature people have really caused upon you. And they've looked at you like you are the immature one, you are the ignorant one, you are the crazy one, you are the deranged one, you are the one who doesn't deserve these things, you are unworthy, you aren't purposeful. I mean, we would be doing the world a solid if we took you down, if we took you out. You know what I'm saying? You guys are powerful. And the reason why I say that is because when you look back over your life and you look at the things that you've gone through, and you say, how is it that one person is able to overcome an army, a plethora of people who have been in high places, people who've been in your family, lovers that you've slept with. I mean, these people have gone for you, sent people your way, gone out their way to do the extreme, and you but one person. You ask yourself, but I'm but one person. Why is all this happening to me? You know what I'm saying? Why my purpose bothers people so much? Why my truth irritates people so much? You know what I'm saying? Why my courage and what it is that I stand for, trigger people to do harm towards me. You understand what I'm saying? Why me sticking up for myself, wanting to love myself, wanting to take a different path, a different route, causes people to want to block that for me or ruin me. And when you see all that you've overcome, and you look at the people that you've come across, you look at the situations that you've been able to overcome, you reassess and you evaluate in that moment, and you say, you know what? It was my light that irritated people's demons. It was my truth that triggered people to cause and wreak havoc in my life. The mere fact that I'm able to just be me. And maybe there's other people who want to be you, other people who want to shut you up. And they're using their power and their resources, or they're just people that they know that are close to you. You understand what I'm saying? I always say, I know I got a lot of people who watch me from different religions, different backgrounds, so I try to keep it, what you can apply universal, right? So what I try to say mainly is, there's no respect of persons when it comes to spirituality, right? What I mean by that is, evil spirits can hop in and out of people. Doesn't matter if it's in your family, doesn't matter if it's a friend, doesn't matter if it's a lover that you once dealt with or currently dealing with. When people are not healed from within, and you can tell just by a conversation you have with people, you understand what I'm saying? A conversation with a healed person will be completely different than having a conversation with an unhealed person. Does not mean you know everything. Doesn't mean that there's going to be, differences in opinion, in beliefs. But at the same time, having a conversation with a healed person as opposed to an unhealed person is completely, you'll see the difference. And so what you're realizing is I can change and I can evolve, but I can also be around people that I see that are unawakened and that's stuck in their life. And when people are stuck in their life and they only see things from one point of view, they don't understand you. I've said that before, right? Well, what people don't understand, they're scared of, they're intimidated by, they're rigid, and then it causes them to do things towards people who are undeserving of it. You were caught in the crosshairs and the crossfires of people who were unawakened, unhealed, unmotivated. And I hate to say it, but like, well, what I'm saying, if they were the complete opposite, why were they gunning for your whole life and wanting to seek your destruction, your demise, and your ruin? Then you had other people who would want to join in to want to see you be brought down. I mean, this is something, like I said, has been going on. This is something that's been going on. That's why some of y'all, you keep being like, why am I going through these cycles? Why am I going through these cycles when it pertains and when it deals with, my family and the things of what they said about me and how they view me? The things that people have spewed out of their mouth in front of your face around other people and behind your back. Don't you take that lightly. Because I think what it is a lot of people really thought that they was going to always have control over your life. And see, the reason why God is breaking these ties and breaking these cords is because you deserve to live your life in the manner that you want to live your life. These people want to seek to have control over you, complete dominion over you. You got to ask yourself, what is the purpose in doing that? What is the purpose of a lot of evil things that people do? There is no purpose. There is no reason. When people feel that they got a whole army behind them and you but one little person, they will do things towards you. And they will try to take you out. And they will take you down. And they will sit up here and gang up and gang stalk and gossip and fraud and lie and slander. Because people can't handle who you are. They need you gone. They're tired of looking at you. They're tired of seeing you keep coming up. They're tired of seeing you be successful. Some of these people want control over you. They want you to be down so they can feel good about themselves. So they can feel better. They can't handle seeing you in your glory and your victory. They deem you as a person who needs to be broke. So you can be dependent on them. And they can dish out whatever they want to dish out towards you when they want to dish it out. They deem you as somebody who they can't handle is so successful because they feel like, you won't want to deal with me then. So I got to take you down. I got to take you out. I got to block you so that I can have you in the manner that I want to have you. Or some people can't handle the truth that you speak. They cannot handle the victories that you are stepping into. They cannot handle the way that your life is about to play out. I ain't saying how it has played out and what you're currently going through. I'm saying how it's about to play out. They can't handle that. So they want you out for the count. They either want to silence you. They want to lock you up. They want you to be held back, blocked off, restricted. But God, I stand on that. I know it's a whole lot of people who try to get me and keep talking about conspiracies within this religion. I'm not talking about the religion of Christianity. I'm not getting into all that about the background and all of that. We're talking about from the powers that be and the spirit that has surrounded us, that has kept us from losing our minds, that have had us overcome certain thoughts, that have had us overcome cycles of poverty, cycles of heartbreak, cycles of just defeat. That's what I'm talking about. Because, see, you know that it was a higher power that's surrounding you, because you look at other people and them being in them situations. Some people can't make it out. They lose their mind or they take their life. Or you got people out here not killing their kids or giving their kids away. They can't handle it. But you the crazy one. You ain't crazy. You the retard. You the retard. You the dummy. No, I think not. I think it's people who sit up here and surround themselves around other low vibrational beings. I think it's people who sits up here and sits back and don't have nothing going on for themselves, who sit back and hate on people who are creating things for themselves and rebuilding and restructuring their life, trying to move on and trying to move forward with no hate or no malice or no ill intent in their heart. Real is as real gets when it comes to you, and they cannot handle that because they're so fake. You ask yourself all the time, why me? I be the most understanding person. You can sit down and have a conversation with me. I bet your bottom lip, I bet your bottom dollar, I won't sit up here and nobody else will know what we talked about. Right? I don't do that. You don't do that. I tell you, be fake, because they are around other people who don't know the real them. They don't want people to know the real them. They've become so accustomed, right, into being fake. They don't know what real is. So as soon as they come across somebody like that, we got to kill their light. We got to kill their realness. But they can't kill what's on the inside of you. And that's what they've been trying to do. If I sit up here and I block you off, if I sit up here and I slander your name, if I sit up here and spiritually attack you, it ain't nothing going right in your life. Just as quick as you get something, you lose it, or you lose your mind for sure. Or if you don't never get no love and nobody ever deem you worthy as love, or don't partner up with you, you lose your mind for sure. You lose your self-confidence in that little self-love that you always be promoting. Tell me I'm lying. These people know they wrong, man. They judge the sprout before you even had a chance to grow and bloom into the beautiful, exotic flowering being that you are today. Let me tell you something. I don't care what it is that you're going through. I don't care what people have said about you. The devil attacks you the hardest when you are about to step into a breakthrough. I'm keep trying to tell you that. You think that every time you step into something that, ooh, that's all God got for me. No, it's not. He has more in store for you. But I'm going to tell you something. It comes with its challenges. To whom much is given, much is expected in return. I used to get mad. I used to get upset. I try to see the best in people. I try to extend myself. You know what I'm saying? I try to be the bigger person. Thinking if I'm just over here, ain't nobody gonna worry about me. I'm walking, I'm minding my business, I'm over here. What you're realizing and what I realize, sometimes minding your business trigger the hell out of people who ain't got no business to tend to themselves. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb Fleeces White Snow. They all up in your business, in your Kool-Aid, trying to change the flavor, trying to determine what flavor you put up in there, how much sugar, how much ice. I mean, only people who would do that is to someone that they know is powerful. The devil attack you the hardest to prevent you from moving forward, because he's already seen what's in store for your future. Am I lying? God will not always pull you out of the furnace, out of certain situations, but he is present. Oh, he does see who fighting up against you and who going up against you. Oh, he knows how you feel. He done seen the tears. He done heard your cries. He done seen you walk around and be weary, but as soon as you step out, you tired. You're tired. You want to be able to move forward and do what it is that you want to do for yourself. You want to be able to move forward and make an impact on people. You want to be able to move forward and clock in, clock out, go home, cook dinner, take care of your kids, and not have to worry about who shot John, who talking about me, who figure I'm finna fail, come back home and with my tail between my legs. The thing is, you're the kind of person who, if you need something, I'm going to give it to you. I don't care if I got to give you my last. I don't care what it is, because, see, that's just who I am. You got people out here who will take advantage of that. That's what you realize. You got people who take advantage of that. You got people who will sit up here and deem you stupid. You got people who will sit up here and call you retarded, damaged goods. You ain't worthy of this. You don't look good. You not on this caliber. You not on this level. You don't deserve to have this platform. You don't deserve to have this level of success, this level of recognition. You don't know how to do this. It's always something negative. These are the kind of people that I keep telling you, when you round them up, these are the people from your past. These are people who know other people connected in, plugged in with other people. Do you feel me what I'm saying? But instead of trying to utilize those resources and capitalize and put themselves in a position to where they feel good about themselves and their life and their accomplishments, they rather sit up here and focus on you and be gridlocked and focus on your ruin. And see, it's going to come a time where I keep trying to tell you, it's going to be people who, same people who go up against you, going to be the same people who got their hand out. They think you're so stupid that you don't know the game that's being played behind your back. There's some of them even think they put you on to something that you've already been shown. And God, the reason why you ain't talking and you don't care, because you've already seen these people demise. They just don't know it. You've already seen these people demise. Do you get what I'm saying? You move forward in a way where it's like, look, I don't seek revenge. I don't do the whole tit for tat, blow for blow and all that. I sit back and I let God handle my lightweight. Because see, whenever I try to take things into my own hands, that's me telling him I'm leaning on my own understanding. I'm not leaning on that of the Lord's. I'm sitting up here trying to take vengeance and revenge into my own hands instead of sitting back and letting you do what you need to do. See, people will swear up and down that they doing something by taking everything from you, sending abusers your way, sending people who gonna lie to you and take from you. They think that if they sit up here and gossip and slander you enough, if they gang stalk you enough, instill fear and worry and doubt in you, that you'll forfeit. Let me tell you something. I ain't never worked this hard. I ain't never worked hard, so hard for something in my life, unless it was to get a good grade in school. If I wanted to win an actual competition that I signed up for, a spelling bee or whatever the case may be, poetry or things like that. You know, I would work hard towards that. You know, I would study and repetition, just remembering things. I would go hard for that because I said, you know what, I really want to not just please my parents, but I really wanted to make good grades in school. You get what I'm saying? So I did what I had to do. I had a choice. I didn't have to do homework. I could have cheated off somebody else, but I didn't do that. I studied. So my A was my A. My B was my B. My C was my C. Even my F was my F. But I took that F, went back, got tutoring, went back, asked the teacher, hey, teacher, why I got this, that, and the third. I took it upon myself, did my due diligence. It was all guided towards being successful. Yeah, you don't move forward in a way where you seek to get back at people who do you wrong. And this is why I tell you that what you're about to go through in this next level up is really going to trigger people. Because see, your truth and your authenticity and your purpose shouldn't trigger people, right, to come after you in the worst ways. If anything, you are setting a standard and an example for how people should move forward in their life. You know, when you're a healed being, or when you're on the path towards healing yourself, right? Be it your heart. You could be trying to be in a healing relationship with your finances, with your family, or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? Your truth and authenticity shouldn't trigger anyone to seek your demise or your ruin. But it should trigger people to want to get on their own healing journey. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say this next level, and this next test that's going to lead to a testimony is really going to set, you know, a clear example as to who you are. And the only thing that I can tell you, if people keep being on this route, it's only going to lead to damnation for them. Because one of two things going to happen. Either they're going to change and it's going to lead to their salvation, or it's going to lead to their damnation. Because see, can't nobody block something off for someone who goes out there and do good towards people. And these people know that they're wrong. They know that they're evil. Because if they got to cook up plans and cook up schemes and lie behind your back, keep you, everybody knows but you. And it's wrong. Because how can you sleep at night and feel good about yourself, no matter where you at in your life, coming up against somebody that you know is undeserving of the treatment and the plans that you have for them? These people don't even care. Because if they can't have control over you and they can't see a certain outcome play out in your life until the day you die, they just do not care about how life plays out for you or what happens to you. You know what I'm saying? And something like that is every bit of spiritual, because see, ain't no normal human being out here sitting out here just trying to target people just for the sake of it. You get what I'm saying? Especially when people know who you truly are and your true nature and your character and the good that you've given out to people. So this is why I tell you, you will see people's demise before they see yours. Because at the end of the day, when you do good, you reap good. When you do bad, you get that back. That's universal law. It doesn't matter what religion you tie yourself to. It doesn't matter what belief you have. You know, you can't sit up here and block something off that's good for somebody when they've been a good person. That's what's meant for them. But what these people have been trying to do is cause so many failures and delays and blockages in your life till it's crazy till you give up on your own destiny and feeling like there is nothing good that's going to ever happen in your life. In love, in career, and finances. It's always been a fluctuation and up and down. You get what I'm saying? And it's these people that's in the balance, that's in the background, that's been orchestrating things. You get what I'm saying? They say that they love you. They say that they see you. They say that they hear you. But what people feel deep down inside is what they hide, because people cannot come out of that and be real. They don't know how to be. They was never shown that. All they ever was shown was how to put on a good front and be fake. So you went throughout your life and you seen family talk about other family. You went throughout your life and had friends betray you and say one thing, but then it always ends up the same. They turn on you. They kick you when you're down. They talk about you behind your back. People flake up. They switch up. Lovers, your career, your finances. And what's happening is these people judged you just as a sprout. They didn't give you time enough to grow. They didn't give you time to grow. They didn't want you to grow. But you grew anyway. You grew, you know, in the midst of adversity, of opposition, of betrayals, of slander, of conflict, of even defeat, of loss. What people don't understand, you trigger the hell out of them and you scare them, because they know for sure what's been routed in their mind and how they think and they setup is. Ain't no way nobody gonna have no hope if they ain't got no money. Ain't no way nobody gonna have no hope if they losing all support left here and right and everywhere. Ain't no way nobody gonna keep sitting up here and being they high vibrational self and accepting blessings and moving forward in their life if everybody hates them, or if they locked up somewhere, or if they dead. And that's what these people been trying to do to you for years. That ain't no kind of life for no chosen one. But God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors, because it always sets you up for a next level blessing and for a next level testimony that you can attest to the fact of, I've gone through all this in my life, but I can honestly tell you, because I've gone through it, my life is an open book. We can have an open-ended conversation about literally anything when it comes to pertains to people, because life has been the best experience for me. Life has taught me things that mom and dad didn't go over with me. Things that I wasn't even prepared for. Life has shown me and prepared me for it. I could have been weak. I could have given up by now. I definitely wouldn't have been here. A lot of y'all wouldn't have been here. You know this. But life has been the best teacher for you. And God has been the best author and supporter of your life, that has been getting you through a lot of upheavals and turns and twists in your life at the hands of people who wanted certain outcomes for you, gave you titles that were never meant to be associated, you know, with your name. You get what I'm saying? These titles were titles that people gave you that God never gave you. These outcomes was outcomes that people wanted for you that God never wanted for you. But because your life was so hard, it was never meant to be this hard. It was never meant to be this hectic. It was never meant to be this cruel and this foul. But because it went down the way that it went down, and you endured and you persevered. I'm not saying that you did not grow weary. I'm not saying that you did not get tired at times. Like, I'm tired of keep fighting. I'm tired of being a bigger person, and people just sitting back at the end of the day. You know, I'm minding my business. They mad that I'm minding my business because they want control over me. You know what I'm saying? They want complete, utter control over me, so that I don't have the abilities or the capability or the freedom or the wherewithal to move forward to get what's meant for me. If they can't have a piece of it or take it from me, they don't want me to have it. If I'm sitting up here and I'm challenging the status quo, that means if people thought that you was going to come back or be a failure and you haven't, they've been trying to make this outcome happen for so long out of deep-rooted insecurities and pure hatred and evil and cruelty that these people reside in. It's an energy that no one should be in at all. But because these people have been in this kind of energy, they've been making your life a complete utter hell. I'm telling you. And they think that they're getting away with it, and they think that stuff ain't got no ties back to them. But I always tell you, when you do bad, you always get that back in some shape, way, or form. It's only a matter of time. These people know that they was wrong to give you these titles. They know that they was wrong to betray you and hook up with that of your enemies. They know that they was wrong to have these plots and these tricks and these schemes for your life. I don't care for whatever the reason that they had. It wasn't a just, it wasn't a valid reason. It was based off of pure lies, off of pure hatred and cruelty for you. These people wanted to be you. They wanted your life. They wanted you out the way. They didn't want nobody to admire you. They didn't want your work to be prosperous. They didn't want you to be prosperous. Who sits around and wants this for someone that has not done anything or wished this upon any soul in this planet Earth? You don't think like that, but you're realizing you're around people who thinks like that, and they dwell in that kind of energy because you trigger them. You've already triggered these people, and they've been coming for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? But see, there comes a time where I tell you, enough has to be enough. If God has allowed it, and see, this is what people don't understand about what being at the bottom of the bottom and the lowest of the lowest can do for you, especially if you guys, if this ain't your first rodeo, whoever I'm talking to. You see, when you heal from that and God gets you up out of that, you've already seen, you know, the promise. He's already shown you the promise, right? And fulfilling your purpose. You've already seen the light at the end of the tunnel. That means you've gone through the darkness before. They want you to keep repeating this stuff. This ain't your first rodeo, whoever I'm talking to. See, these people, not only are they evil, they're weird, and they downright slow. I don't even under capital S, capital W at the end, because I really don't even understand. No one thought, dang, why is it taking all of us and all this long? I mean, it's like a slow burn. These people do not care how long it takes. Years and years they are invested in this, and this is why you sit back and you say, man, listen, I'm not going to worry myself about y'all. I'm really not. Clearly you got some issues that you really need to work through. It's some help you need. You understand what I'm saying? But they out here saying you need help. I think people need to wake up, and they really need to smell the coffee, and they really need to understand. But see, people who are low vibrational mesh with people who are low vibrational. Low vibrational ain't finna come to the beck and rescue, you know what I'm saying, and not finna come and sit up here and vouch for you if they low vibrational too. They'll sit back and watch you burn and watch somebody else sit up here and light the fire. You're realizing at the end of the day, the only support that you've ever needed was that of the Most High. So what you do, I say, this ain't your first rodeo. You're not going to sit up here and get yourself in no frenzy about what you've lost and what somebody don't deem you as worthy of. What you sit back and you do. You say, baby, let me tell you something. If it takes all of y'all to sit up here and build up an army and utilize your resources, and you got plethora of them, and you got people in hobby, if it takes all of that for one little me, give it your best shot. Because if I'm going to be dead, I'm going to be dead anyway with the way y'all moving. If I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to be broke, I'm going to be broke anyway. If I'm going to sit up here and be homeless and penniless and less, then it's going to happen. And however God gets me through, whenever he gets me through, I will get through. And whenever I'm supposed to bounce back, I will bounce back. Whatever is meant for me, it will be for me. But whatever has been taken, blocked off, held back, it's happened for a reason. I'm not going to sit up here, and it's not that you trying to sit up here and say, well, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. It's not a competition. It's my life. And I've really done the work to heal myself from a lot of things that I've gone through, because it was a choice that I sat up here and I made. I'm sorry, we didn't realize that sitting up here and choosing to be the bigger person and heal and step on our purpose and do what it is that we're called to do and speak our truth and live in our truth and be truthful and be real, could sit up here and trigger somebody so bad, so much so that they either want you out the picture, want to be you, want your future, want your destiny, want to keep taking from you, don't want you to have nothing. If they can't have complete utter control and dominion over you and have you in the manner that they want to have you, when they want to have you, whenever they want to come back and have you, they just don't want you to have no kind of life at all. And see, what they're realizing is, and what they're about to realize is, that ain't the move. Whatever was not meant to work, it wasn't meant to work. Whatever, you know what I'm saying, did not come your way, it just wasn't meant to come your way. You understand that God is setting you up for bigger and better. Whoever had to show their true colors at your time and at your low point, it was meant for it to be shown. So these people would not be what? Taken into this new cycle and new beginning of your life. Now you're being cleaned off. Now you're being built up and prepared for this rebirth that's occurring in your life, or that's about to. And people are trying their hardest. And one of the first things that I know is coming to your head is, Victoria, why, man? I swear to God, I clock in, I clock out, I come home, I want to feed my kids. I got up, I moved out of the state because I got a job opportunity. I didn't understand. I don't understand all this watching me, want to be me, trying to figure out, trying to be in competition with me. They got to keep me low so they can feel good about themselves and wherever they at in their life. They got to take from me because people are intimidated and they're upset that you have this manifestation power about you. You know how to manifest because you are a positive person. It's very simple. It's basic arithmetic. It's nothing to it but being a good person. Not faking it like you are, but you really are that. And you don't do it to get no brownie points. You just don't see how that benefits you being a bad person or being evil or being two-faced or being a bully to other people when they don't deserve it. If you don't like somebody, stay the hell away from them. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever envy and jealousy that you got for somebody, stop watching them. Figure out what it is that you want to do for your life and for yourself and be yourself. You understand what I'm saying? There's no reason for people to operate in the energy that they're operating in. It's no reason for people to think the way that they think, move the way that they move. But I'm going to tell you something. If people want to be stuck, you woke up, you said, I'm going to let you be stuck, but you ain't finna keep me stuck. Okay? They can't understand it. And they will never understand it. But I'm going to tell you something. They will understand it in this season and this year. I guarantee you that. I know some of y'all have heard, about God being present and him not coming through. So what does that mean? That means he's just going to sit back and watch me. What's the purpose of that? Is he ever going to come through? When it's going to happen? Why are these people sitting up here coming up against me? Why? What is it that they see so much happening for me in my future? What truth am I speaking that triggered them so bad? What did I do or what I didn't do or the lack thereof that got them coming for me in this manner? Sometimes you ain't got to do nothing for somebody to have pure hatred for you. They hate you because of what they see in you that's not in them. And they see that whatever it is that you got in you, that you've used that, you utilize that, you capitalize off of that, and you use that to get you to where you need to be in your life. When people just ain't got it in them, and I'm trying to say it the best way I know how because I don't know why these people hate themselves. They'll say that they don't. But the way that they move towards other people is a clear indicator and reflection as to how they feel about themselves. You ain't got to sit up here and talk about somebody who you know clearly ain't worrying about you. I don't care if you got up, ate breakfast, if you did what you ate for breakfast. I don't care. I ain't sitting up here asking you what you ate for breakfast, what time you went to sleep, when you got up, how much your rent is, what you got up in the bank, where you work at. I don't care. I don't know. I don't know what makes these people be so miserable about themselves, about their life. I don't know how that feels. Because I keep telling y'all, for a lot of y'all, this ain't your first rodeo. Coming across people who are fake in your family. It could be those closest to you. You done seen the faces that they make when you turn around and seeing how they look at you with disgust. But they look and deem everybody else as worthy, as better, got smarts, and destined for success. And you ask yourself all the time, what did I do so bad for these people to think the absolute low of me? What did I do for these people to not only think the low of me, but when I sit up here and I achieve something for myself, they want to ruin that. They want to set me back. They want to take from me. They want to ruin my life so that they can be able to match up whatever it is that they've been saying about you. They can match that up with how you've been living your life. You get what I'm saying? Like some people who put their mouth on you and they speak curses over your life and they speak things over your life and they say, you ain't gonna never be this and you ain't gonna never be that. And then you challenge the status quo. You sit up here and you do the complete opposite and you accomplish it. You get what I'm saying? It ain't that you sitting up here trying to please these people or even that these people can be pleased if they never wanted you to achieve nothing or be successful in your life. But what you're realizing is, see, when people have to make a certain outcome stick to you and the things that they've said about you in the street to other people, they have to make it stick to you. Your life has to be an indicator and reflection of how people done sat up here and talked about you behind your back. But see, this is what I'm saying. They talked about you privately, humiliated and embarrassed the hell out of you, whatever they done told people privately, and they're about to watch God bless you publicly. It's going to keep happening that way because, hello, you are a good person. You don't sit up here and move the way that they move. They move and foul. They move wrong. I don't care if it's your daddy. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your auntie. I don't care if it's your cousin. I don't care if it's an ex. I don't care if it's a former a colleague, a friend. You rope them all up together. They know that they have done things foul to you at some point in time in your life. These people, you know, some people you can't help who they are and how broken they are. And see, they broke you because they were broken. They hurt you because they was hurt. They hurt you because they was hurt. And that's what you're realizing. You get me what I'm saying? And see, it took all this time and all these years of hurt, of pain that you've had to heal from, those traumas, that heartbreak, the mere fact that you can have someone so close to you be orchestrating things behind the scenes because they've said the absolute worst about you, that you are unworthy of love, you are unworthy of a successful career. I don't know. Some people, they hate you because you had the courage and the ability to keep recreating and moving forward in your life. And they want to just completely deaden that for you. Because they never came out of whatever situations or predicaments that they got themselves in. So, yeah, a lot of people, you know, in their lives, you just don't know where they're at what stage they are in their life. And I think a lot of people, what you're realizing is, like I told you before, they judged you and didn't give you a time enough to grow. But what you're realizing about a lot of these people are pointing the finger and they're projecting, and they're not doing enough self-evaluating and self-assessing themselves. You get what I'm saying? They're not reassessing things that they've done to you. They're not thinking about how they've hurt you or how that probably wasn't the best thing or most positive thing to say to you in your time of need. And there's a lot of people, like I say, when they're not healed, they're not awakened, and you got a lot of stuck low vibrational beings around you, you're not going to understand why family hates you so much, and you've never did a thing to them. You don't even hate them. You would never in a million years think to block them off, their kids off, or anything like that. You just wanted to move forward. What you're realizing is on this path, you're going to have people who, like I said, because of your light, you'll attract a lot of people who are low vibrational and who are not healed. And the thing is, the way that you define your character and the way that you overcome that is you self-reflect and you go within yourself. You know that you didn't do nothing to these people. You know that you don't talk about these people. You know that the things that they've grouped up and done against you that you would never do towards them, it's real petty, it's foul, and it's not becoming of the woman and the man, not even that you was raised to be, you know, but it's not becoming of the woman and man of whom God is grooming you to be, or who you want to be. You want to be able to live with yourself at night. You want to be able to sleep at night. You can't do that knowing that you've sat up here and snaked people who are undeserving, and you just moving foul in your life. You get what I'm saying? These people don't care, but you do. And that's why I tell you, good things will always come to you, and that's how you attract things in your life, because of the energy that you keep yourself in. You go within and you work on yourself. So can't nobody block things off for a person who is a genuinely good person. You deserve good things. You've already put the work in time and time again when people have gone up against you, snaked you, did things to show their true colors. You didn't hate these people. You just, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to move forward. You just can't come with me where I'm going. You get what I'm saying? And that's what people can't seem to understand, and they want to kill that for you, because if they can kill that, then they feel in some type of capacity, way, or form, they can come in and do whatever they want to do to you, scoop you up, continue to talk bad about you. People will actually start seeing the things that they've been saying about you manifesting in your life and being true. They won't look like a liar. I don't know what it is that people are trying to accomplish, but anything that you've ever worked hard for, you did it because this is something that you wanted to do. You was working hard towards that. You wanted that achievement. You wanted that goal. You wanted that trophy. You wanted that grade. You wanted things in your life. I don't know what's wrong, but God is going to set the record straight, because enough has to be enough. Enough has to be enough. You have to at some point in time stop and leave people the hell alone when you clearly see they don't want to be bothered. When you clearly see that a person is a good person, you need to be able to leave that person alone. You don't sit up here and go out your way to get in this person's path, to screw this person over, talk about this person, take from this person. Eventually, at some point, you got to wake up and say, who really is on the losing side here? Who is really on the losing side? I would say the person who set up here and keep going after something for years and years, it's of no avail to them, no benefit to them, to sit up here because they're using their resources to do it. They're speaking this foul stuff about their mouth, and it's coming back and boomeranging back on them, because the reason why it can never stick to you, and the reason why you keep transmuting this energy, which is why I tell you, a lot of people, it's going to lead to their damnation if they don't give it up. Your peace is protected. Your future, your blessings is protected. Your forward progression is protected. It may not look like it right now, but it is, right? But the reason why this stuff can't stick to you is because genuinely you are a good person. You deserve good things. You deserve good blessings that's coming to you. You get what I'm saying? So can't nobody block that off for you. Can't nobody stop that for you. Can't nobody hold you back. They cannot do that. And the restrictions and the blockages and the things that they've done, they're about to realize that when that stuff starts coming back on them, there's not going to be a thing that you can do to stop it. There's not going to be a thing that you can do to save these people from it. Some of these people are going to be people in your family. Some of these people are going to be people who you thought you had since had long forgot about, or had long forgot about you, because so much time had passed. You thought people had moved forward. You gave everybody what they wanted. You moved forward in your life. You didn't hold no malice, no ill intent in your heart. You just wanted to move forward in your life, and you are going to be granted that freedom to do as such. You get what I'm saying? So continue to hold your head up high. Never let nobody see you sweat. And what's meant for you will always be for you. It will never pass you by. Anything that's happening in your life is happening for a season, and it's happening for a reason, okay? So just know that your forward movement and your progression and your blessings that's in store for you is protected, and you will receive them. Can't nobody hold that back from you. Can't nobody hold you back in life. Can't nobody restrict you, lock you up, take you out the game, take you out for the count. You get what I'm saying? Because what's meant for you is slated for you. This is why they kept going up against you so hard. They didn't want you to have no freedom in your life. They didn't want you to have no kind of hope for your life. That's one kind of an evil, sick, conniving person that want that for somebody that they know full well ain't out here moving like that and operating in that kind of energy to want that for somebody else. People are miserable with their lives. They are miserable, and they want to make you miserable. But that's not your problem. That's neither here nor there. You're going to move forward in your life. Just know that. And until next time, you stay prayed up and be blessed. I love you.